Life is supposed to be lived, but I believe that it's supposed to be lived happily, and it's supposed to live with contentment and satisfaction. And that is why I'm welcoming you to this episode where we talk about passion, where we talk about purpose, where we talk about attitude, where we talk about, finding yourself. And Sandra is so amazing. She's taking us on this journey, and I believe that we are also going to find ourselves in her story and be able to move away from the crossroads to a place that has a bit of clarity and to a place where we can do what we love and earn out of what we love. So join me in this conversation. Let's dive in.
Okay, hello viewers. My name is Sandra Karunji. I am 24 years old. I studied cooperative nursing and finished in 2021 March. So after school, like everyone else, you expect to begin work and make money. Yeah. So I started work immediately. That was in April 2021 at a clinic where I was connected by a sister of mine. So after beginning work, of course, it was not so much paying because this sister of mine told me she's only going to pay me 100,000 monthly since I was a new person in the field. So I was working as a receptionist and a nurse as well. Work went on quite well. That was before the lockdown. I worked so well, and she paid me the first month. But as things went by and when lockdown came in, the clinic was not, like making it so well. So the money started, not coming in like it is supposed to. So I ended up a bit like lose the courage, the interest. I'm like, so what am I here for if I am not earning? Like when you're out of school, you want to earn something, you want to get, to get to know the field and everything. But here you are losing it at the start. So I kept on working throughout the lockdown. I worked up to around August of 2021 and felt like I couldn't go on because I had bills to take care of. I had things, personal, things to take care of, but there's no money coming in. So I felt like I should just let go of work and perhaps look for somewhere else. So I left in August 2021 and sat at home, started looking out for another place to work in. But it was not an easy thing since everyone tells you you've just come out of school, you're not experienced. Someone is looking for an experienced worker, yet you've just come out of school, and it was not an easy thing. Yeah, after lockdown, around September, I got another job. This lady was offering to pay me 150,000, yet you are she needed you to work from Sunday up to Sunday. You're working from 7 a.m. up to 10 p.m. in the night. You literally, it is all about her work and nothing more, nothing less. You have no excuse for anything. So I was like, I'll manage. I started working, but things were so hard since I was working alone at a clinic which was new. Life became so challenging, so hard. I thought it would be an easy go, but it wasn't. So I ended up losing the morale because here I am, I have no time to myself. It is all about work. It is all about, what the boss is telling you to do. And it was really not like it didn't come out the way I expected it when I came out of school. I thought it would just be getting a job, start work, and life will be good because you're making money. But here it is, you're making the money, yeah, but you cannot enjoy the money that you're making. You do not have that freedom of even investing the money that you have, because it is all about work. So I worked there for something like 2 months and quit as well, because the pressure was too much. You know how bosses want you to make money, and it is money and that's it. So after quitting, I still had to look for another job somewhere else. I went ahead and looked for a job. And around when I'd started like the second month of work, my workmate fell sick and she went off work. So I literally had to work alone for all the remaining months. And it was so tiresome, it was so stressing. I remember working from 7 a.m. in the morning, and you finish work at around midnight. You have to go home and, take care of yourself. And what was hard and challenging at this work was this person, what they are paying you. When you would sit and calculate and evaluate at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you feel like all that you've worked for is gone on just transport, without any other fares, without any other bills attended to. So in me, I was like, what am I working for? I sat down and I'm like, what am I working for if this is exactly what it is all about? Transport. Sometimes you have to miss meals because the money you have on you is not enough. And you think about, how about I do lunch of 3,000 and then I do not have transport to take me home at the end of the day. So you'd forego lunch and be like, I'll keep this 3,000 because it has to take me back home. So that's how life was, and it was getting worse and worse because I was literally not saving anything for myself, not getting anything to put on table because I was working literally for transport. So during that time, when I started, at first this boss did not allow me into system things and what. It was all about dispensing. So one morning came after our work and we were closing the day. This boss tells us, you people, money is missing in my business, and I have a feeling it is you people who took the money. It hit me so hard. This person, we had really worked so hard for this person, and a boss coming out to accuse you of taking their money when you know that you've not taken it. It was a hard blow to me. I'm like, is this how people are? At least they would give you a chance and explain yourself, and perhaps find out where you made a mistake and lost. Perhaps the money got lost in some way. But this man insisted, you people took my money, so I'm laying you off. Yeah, he laid us off. He told us to go back home and he would call us. To me, it just came so direct that that's a job lost. So I went back home so devastated. After I sat down, I'm like, maybe this is a blessing in disguise, because after all, I was tired of this whole thing of having to work, and there's nothing coming on table. So that's how I lost the job. That was 2022 in September. That's when I lost the job. And after losing that job, I really lost all hope. I felt like I cannot go back to working. Perhaps I have to look at something else, whether it's, doing business, but I didn't know which business to do because I've never been in the business world. I do not know how business runs. I've never seen I've never had to interact with any business person in my family. So I was thinking about very many things. I remember I broke down because I didn't want to even associate, because I was really so discouraged. I thought, is this what everyone goes through in the work field? So the whole of September up to December, actually up to date, I just gave up on work. I'm like, let me just sit at home, do what is at home, do house chores, and do my personal things at home. But as time went on, actually at the start of this year, 2023, I sat down, I'm like, God, I have to, think about what I can do to raise myself from that kind of life, because at the end of the day, you will not keep on depending on the people whom you're staying with. You have to also cater for yourself at some point. So I was like, what can I do with myself? What can I do with all this that is happening? And I remember I got to know about this lady, Bahati Hilda Sabiti. I respect her so much. I got to know about her in 2018 through Bob FM. But all her shows, all the shows I would listen to, they are so much on relationships, and they are like, relationships are not my thing, so I'll just not pay attention. So I just gave up on it. But to some extent, I kept on following on YouTube, following what she says, and I picked some interest. She inspired me, but from a distance. I didn't have the courage and the confidence to approach her and be like, you know what, I need help. I felt like maybe she's too much for me. But recently, I felt like I need to reset and know exactly what I am supposed to do. Am I supposed to be in the medical field? Am I supposed to be in the business world? Am I supposed to be, somewhere maybe preaching the gospel? What is it that am I supposed to do? So it came to me that perhaps meeting Bahati Hilda would help me reset, would help me find out myself, find out exactly who I am. Where did I go wrong? Where am I supposed to, fix things and come back to the drawing board and make sure life comes back to the right, the right side, come back to the line. So here an opportunity comes, and I am so excited. I am so glad that I'll be able to sit down with this powerful lady of God, and fix things back to the right path.
It's a beautiful thing to always hold one another's hand, and I trust that you've been able to listen to the story all through to know where Sandra is in life and where she really wants to be. We're going to unveil where she really wants to be, but at least we have known the trail of where she has been, what she has been doing, how she has felt, and even digging deeper into the emotions, the confusion, and I will say the frustration of things not panning out the way she wanted them to pan out. And I believe that that is happening to so many of us. We feel stuck and we feel there is nothing we can do about it. But that is why you and I are here, so that we can get the solutions to the things that are going on in our lives. So Sandra, good to have you.
Good to be here.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You have a beautiful smile.
Thank
People have
you.
told you about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not the first one to tell you.
Thank you.
Okay. So Sandra, we've gone through the story about you leaving school, comprehensive nursing.
Yes.
Okay. And you leaving school, starting on the journey of work. But I want us to go back to right where it's started, so that we can understand this journey better. Okay. After, I take it senior 6?
Yeah.
After senior 6. So how did you end up doing comprehensive nursing?
So after senior 6, results came out. That was in 2018, early 2018. I had done BCM, ICT, biology, chemistry, mathematics, and it turned out like that I had not performed to the expected points. So everyone was disappointed at home in me because they knew me to be a bright girl, but I had not performed so well.
How many points did you get?
I got 5 points.
Okay.
So they started, my parents and uncles and everyone got so disappointed, and they were asking themselves, what next? So they were contemplating me repeating senior 6 or looking for something else to do. There's a bit of confusion. Where do I start from? But all this was going on, and no one was asking me, what do I want?
Okay.
Because they are all growing up They would decide for you. You go here or you go this side. Until one uncle of mine came up and talked to me personally. He asked me, do you want to repeat senior 6 or
Do you want
should
to
we
go
do
on?
something else? I told him I cannot repeat senior 6 because I've had enough of
The stress.
stress of, you know, A-level and everything, because A-level was the hardest level for me all through school.